guys, it's Jules. First of all, I just want to show you my amazing shirt real quick. I just found it at Kohl's.
Don't worry, Beyonce.
I just wanted to let you guys know about a product that I have been using in my everyday life that has been helping me in so many ways. The thing I love best about this item is that it is completely natural. Some of you may have already heard about it. It's called witch hazel. Witch hazel is often used ornamentally for its beautiful yellow flowers. But the real beauty of this plant is on the inside, like with all good things. The bark and leaves of a witch hazel shrub have highly astringent properties. First of all, you can find witch hazel in any grocery store. It pretty much looks like rubbing alcohol, and it's packaged in the same way as rubbing alcohol. This bottle and most bottles of witch hazel are going to run you under $2. So it's an extremely inexpensive and effective way to cure any of the ailments which I am about to list in this video. When I was a little girl and I started to enter puberty, my mother would use witch hazel on me as a toner for my face. As I mentioned, the bark and leaves of a witch hazel shrub are astringent, and an astringent is something which tones your skin after you cleanse it. It makes it nice and smooth, it shrinks up the pores, and it soothes any sort of irritation that you might have. There are two ways which I use witch hazel on a daily basis, and an astringent or a toner is one of two of the ways. Now you can go to a store, and if you go into the face wash section, you can find, that's like a tongue twister, face wash section, my point exactly. Go into the face wash section, oh my god, of any grocery store or CVS or Walgreens or what have you, wherever you are in the world, and you will find a ton of toners for your skin. If you look a little more closely at the labels of those toners, you will often find a lot of extra chemicals, colors, and stuff in there which really in general is not good for your health. Witch hazel is not only a cheaper way to accomplish the same thing as a regular toner, it's also a healthier and more natural way. Witch hazel will shrink your pores, it will diminish red marks, it will diminish bags under your eyes because it causes the cells and veins to contract. That's what an astringent does. And it'll just leave you overall feeling nice and cleansed and clean and fresh and tight. Yeah! The other way that I use witch hazel on a daily basis is to help my varicose veins. Now, this is something I have not talked about in a video yet, but I am a person who suffers from varicose veins. I would post a picture of what they look like, but when you Google varicose veins, it's just totally gruesome, the same way it is if you Google anything medical or having to do with your body. Basically what it is that the veins in my legs don't push blood back up to my heart and vice versa as strongly as they should, so I get blood that like pools in the veins. It's really gross. You know what? If you're not into medical stuff, you won't want to hear this, so just Google varicose veins if you want to know what they are. They're not pleasant. Mine aren't that bad, but I'm also really young to have them. My grandma or grandma's grandma, someone down the line must have had them, which is why I do now. I started getting mine in my mid-20s. Can't all be perfect. I'm in the process of having surgeries done to correct my varicose veins. However, because of the discomfort that varicose veins cause, they kind of hurt if you've been standing up for a while, I looked for other ways to help aid the discomfort. Much to my surprise, one of the first results that came up for how to cure varicose veins was witch hazel, my old pal. He was already in my cupboard. He cost me under $5. I like ya. In the same way that witch hazel works as an astringent for the face, it tightens everything up, it does that on any part of the body where you put it. So if you put, for example, a witch hazel compress on a leg that has varicose veins, it will also constrict those veins, constrict those cells, make them tight, and just function at a better level. It'll take away the discomfort. And basically when you have varicose veins or spider veins, that's exactly what's wrong. The vein is loose and it needs to be tightened up so that it can pump the blood back and forth in and out. What I do is put some witch hazel on a washcloth. I'll lay down with my leg elevated and just slap that witch hazel covered washcloth on my lower half of my leg where my varicose veins are. Within 5 minutes, it feels so much better. It feels like my blood is circulating better, and also the bluish tone that varicose veins kind of take on as you stand for a long period of time, it starts to go away, so your leg just feels better and healthier and more normal. I have luckily yet to experience a hemorrhoid, but there are people close to me who have, and trust me, they are not fun. Witch hazel works in exactly the same way as a hemorrhoid cream, except it's a heck of a lot cheaper and a heck of a lot more natural, and your body will be a lot happier in the end. The reason why it works for hemorrhoids is basically the same principle of why it works for everything else. It takes that area where there's inflammation and it brings it down and it soothes it. So what you might want to do if you're somebody who's suffering from hemorrhoids, I mean, it's unpleasant to talk about, but hey, it happens, especially to pregnant ladies. I always want to help out my pregnant ladies. Mix up witch hazel with a carrier like aloe vera or coconut oil and apply it however you see fit, and you will notice an instant improvement in your comfort and probably the physical appearance of your hemorrhoids as well. If you have a little baby, or maybe you're an aunt or a grandma or a daycare teacher, or somebody who deals with changing dirty bums, then you should know about this. Witch hazel is a great thing to incorporate into your diaper cream, or to use on its own with a little cotton ball, or to add into something like coconut oil or shea butter, which is probably what I would do, with a little bit of lavender oil, and put it on a baby's bum when they have diaper rash. Diaper rash is something that you don't understand the magnitude of unless you've worked with children before or have your own children. I've worked at a daycare and I have a brother 14 years younger than me, and I babysat for many years. Diaper rash is no joke. The anti-inflammatory properties of witch hazel upon your baby's bum will instantly soothe them, make them feel better, and take away the redness and irritation of a diaper rash. Yes, witch hazel will help aid your discomfort if you have a sunburn. I am familiar with sunburn. I live in Florida by a beach, and it happens. I think the best way to use witch hazel to cool down your sunburn is to mix it into a small bowl with your aloe vera gel and just apply it to your skin. You'll notice that the witch hazel combined with the aloe vera is so much quicker acting as a sunburn soother than just aloe vera gel alone. You could also just use witch hazel if you'd like. Sometimes I even take it and just splash a little in my hand and use it all over my body and face, and it works great that way as well. This will be the last one for this video, and it's one that I think is really cool. You can actually use witch hazel as a makeup setting spray. If you take a small spray bottle, fill it with witch hazel, and add a few drops of lavender oil, it will create a setting spray for your makeup that lasts all night long. We went to see Incubus in concert last night, and I used witch hazel as a makeup setting spray. It is really tough to keep your makeup on, especially when you're at an outside venue like that. Once I was all done with my makeup, I sprayed it on my face, and guys, when I got home, my makeup was still on pretty well. So if you want to make a natural and beautiful smelling makeup setting spray, all you need is a little bit of witch hazel, maybe a little bit of lavender oil. Pretty cool. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you yourself use witch hazel in your everyday life, let us know, and let us know how. If you like this video, give me a little thumbs up so I know and I can make more videos like this. If you didn't, give it a little thumbs down so I can know not to. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, Julesy Kicks. See you guys next time. Bye.